Hi, I'm Jess and today I have a book review for you, and this may be a long time coming because I have not read a book in like 2 whole months. So before, when my channel was literally book reviews every couple of days, now it's like a book review every couple of months. So I'm sorry about that, but yeah, I just haven't been reading. So yeah, let's get started, and this is a book review of The Big Lie by Julie Mayhew, which is a book I got sent for a review last year, so it's a long time coming, a very long time coming. And it's a book about, it's sort of a speculative fiction about what would happen if the Nazis has won the war. And yeah, so it follows a girl called Jessica Keller, Jessica spelled with a K, because German, and she lives in Nazi England, and she is very naive about what her country is and the Reich and how it runs. And obviously history is told by the winners, so the Nazis got to tell the history, they got to tell their own story about the Jews and stuff, and she lives in a world where it gets decided whether you can have children, and if you get decided that you can't have children for whatever reason, some disability in your family or you just not fitting the mould, you will be forcibly sterilised. And her best friend is sort of a rebel, and she is not a rebel at the start anyway. She's the very good girl who wants to keep with this image, and it sort of goes wrong throughout this book. And I really liked all the other characters other than Jessica, which is really bad because Jessica's the main character, but I really liked Clementine, and I really liked Ingrid, who were her skate teacher and her best friend, and I also really liked Gigi, who was sort of a love interest, because Jessica is probably either a lesbian or a bisexual. She just never says anything. Like, I don't think in this world they get taught about what that is. So she does have a love scene with a woman and also a sort of love scene with a man, although it's more non-consensual than it is, but I'm not sure whether she liked that or not. She never really says that was not what I want. But she does only fantasize about women, really, so I don't know. It's never specified, but I did like that aspect of it. I liked that she was it was so natural. It was portrayed that, yeah, the Nazis didn't like this, but to Jessica and even to Clementine and Gigi, it was just a natural part of who Jessica was, and it wasn't seen as this really bad thing about her. Yeah, so I really liked that and how that was portrayed. But Jessica as a character annoyed me because she was so naive. There were things that the reader would get before she would, and Clementine would basically be spelling it out to her and she still wouldn't understand. She didn't understand anything about the world she'd grown up in, and I know that was really realistic because she's been brainwashed by the Nazis, but I still had a problem with it because I would have preferred maybe if the story was told from Clementine's point of view, at least in part, but I did really enjoy having that naive aspect. It just annoyed me at times. Sometimes it was fine and it was great to see that point of view, which would be the point of view of most people in the community, but also she just did some things at some point where people had to literally tell her things that were obvious, and it was a bit annoying. But apart from that, I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I think it was great, and it's such a good, just a good speculative fiction about what it would be like. I've not read anything about what it would be like if the Nazis had won the war, so this was a quite interesting read. So yeah, that was my book review of The Big Lie, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.